Hello everybody. Let's start today's class. Today I will explain you NCERT solution chapter probability exercise 15.1 of class 10. First, this is the part where I will explain you the terms related to the chapter. The chapter is probability. Probability, it is a measure of degree of certainty or uncertainty of occurrence of events. Now, what is events? Suppose when a toss a coin, suppose this one, it is head, so head is an event. Now, if come tail, so tail will be a event. So, okay, so it is the probability of occurrence of an event, that is the probability, it's called probability of event E. Of an event E is number of outcomes favorable to E and total number of outcomes, possible outcomes. Again, probability is number of outcomes favorable to events and total number of possible outcomes, that is M upon N. Okay, this formula we have to learn. Now, elementary event and event. Elementary event, each outcome of an experiment is called elementary event. Suppose head is an elementary event, tail is an elementary event. Okay, an event means head, tail, all both are the events. That means the collection of some or all possible outcomes of an experiment is called an event. So now, for an example, tossing a coin number of times. So tossing of coin, this is the random experiment. And getting a head, so head is an event with outcome H. H means head. And getting a tail, that is an also event, outcome T means tail. Probability of an event lies between 0 and 1. All the numbers must be between 0 and 1, including 0 and 1. That means probability of any event that is in between 0 and 1 and is equal to 0 and equal to 1. Okay. Now, sure event, few events. So, okay, few terms related to event. Sure event. An event associated with the random experiment is called a sure event or certain event if it is always occur. For an example, getting a number less than 7 on rolling a die. So, okay, so this is a die. Here all the numbers 1 to 6, it is less than 7, so it is the sure event. Okay, so getting a number less than 7 on rolling a die is sure event, as whatever number comes up on die is less than 7. So, okay, 5, 6 or 1, 2, everything that is less than 7. So, it is the sure event. So, probability of getting the number less than 7, that is the all 6 number. So, okay, so number of favorable outcome is 6 and total number of possible outcome, that is also 6. So, 6 upon 6 is 1. That means the result of sure event is 1. So, thus the probability of a sure or the certain event is 1. Sure event is called certain event. All these terms we have to learn. You have to learn, because in short answer or fill in the blanks, these terms come always. Now, next point is impossible event. An event associated with a random experiment is called an impossible event. It can never happen. It's okay, it can never happen. For example, getting a number greater than 6 on a die. Is it possible? Greater than 6, there is no number in a die. So, it is an impossible event. Okay. Now, next term is, so probability of getting a number more than 6 by rolling a die, that is the number of cases favorable to 8. if it is the getting probability of 8, so number of cases the favorable to 8, that must be 0. There is no number is 8, and number of all possible cases is 6. Means there are 6 number in a die, so is equal to 0. That means probability of a impossible event is 0. So thus probability of an impossible event is 0. Now elementary event. An event having only one outcome of the experiment is called an elementary event. In a throw of a die, the event of getting number 4 is an elementary event. So 4 one time will come, so 1 upon 6. Probability of 2, that is also 1 upon 6. Probability of 1, 1 upon 6. Any number in a die, its probability is 1 upon 6. And the sum of all these probabilities together is 1. Means 1 upon 6, 1 upon 6, 1 upon 6. In a die there are 6 numbers. So 6 times 1 upon 6 is equal to 1. Okay. Next, compound event. It is the elementary event. Okay. Compound event, an event having more than one outcome of the experiment is called the compound events. For an example, in a throw of a die, the event of getting an even number, there are 2, 4 and 6 are even number in a die, is a compound event. More than one result when we are getting. So okay, outcome is more than one, that is called the compound event. So probability of the even number by throwing a die, that is the number of favorable outcomes upon number of all possible outcomes. It is 3. There are 3 events. So 3 out of 6, it is 1 upon 2. Similarly, probability of not an event, that is called E dash, not an event, that is means odd number. It is even probability of even number is 1 upon 2. So odd number is, that is also 3 upon 6 means 1 upon 2. Now probability of even number and probability odd number means event and not event is together, sum is 1. That means 2 conclusion we have got there. Probability of all the elementary event together is 1, and probability of even and not even is 1. That is thus the sum of all the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is 1, and sum of the probability of the event and the probability of the not event is 1. Okay. Now complementary event. These two, event and not event, together is 1. So these two are complement of each other. So okay, complementary event, the event of an experiment E and the not event E dash are called the complementary event. Now types of probability. Probability is an experimental approach and probability is an theoretical approach. That means probability is 2 types. Now you have to understand what is experimental approach and what is theoretical approach. Experimental approach means if I throw a die, so okay, throw a die, it's coming 4. Next time maybe it's come 0. Next time it will come as 3. So different time it will give the different events. Okay. So these are the experiment already I have done it in front of you. Now theoretical approach. Suppose 2 die I have thrown together. Here it is 6 and it is 5. Next time if I throw it, it should be the next 4 and 1. So 5 times or 1 time, how many possibilities is there? So how many possibilities are there? That is the theoretical approach. By calculation we find it. Okay. So probability are 2 types. Experimental approach introduces empirical probability. It's okay. Experiment approach is called the empirical probability. PE of an element E, as the formula is probability of event is number of trials in which the event happened, number of trials in which the event happened and total number of trials. Okay. Now theoretical approach introduce the classical probability. It is empirical probability and it is classical probability. Classical probability, number of outcomes favorable to each event and number of all possible outcomes of the experiment. Okay. Now example of experimental or the empirical probability. Suppose one coin tossed, okay, number of times the coin is tossed, suppose 5 times I tossed it, and outcomes here, number of times head comes up, that is 3 times, and number of times the tail comes up, that is 2 times. It's okay. So probability of event E1 means head, that is the number of head. It's okay. And total number of trials, that is how many number of head is 3 and total number is 5. So it is 3 upon 5. Okay. Next, probability of event 2, number of tail and total number of tail, that is number of tail 2 and total is 5. So we can write it is 2 upon 5. Okay. By experiment we have done it and the result is this one. The probability is this. Now next is the theoretical probability, that is in experiments where we are prepared to make certain assumptions, the repetition of an experiment can be avoided, as the assumption help in directly calculating the exact or theoretical probability. Suppose 100 times we have to do the experiment. Sometimes it is not possible. It's okay. That time by calculation we can get it. Directly by calculation we can find out the probability. That is called the theoretical probability. Okay. The theoretical probability also called the classical probability of an event A, and that is the number of outcomes favorable to E and total number of possible outcomes of the experiment. Okay. Example I have given here. 2 coins tossed together. It is the experiment. 2 coins tossed together and possible outcomes are as follows. 2 coins, suppose one coin's head and tail, another coin its head and tail. In this way you have to write column wise and row wise. Now you multiply by this head. It's okay. H. Head to tail, HT. Now by tail A, head, TH. Tail. Okay. So these four are called the sample space. So okay. These are the possibilities to come into tossing of 2 coins. Okay. So the total number of possibilities, it is called the sample space, S. Okay. So sample space are H, HT, TH and TT. An event is head and tail. These are the event. Event is getting one head. Here it is one head, So these 2 option is the events. Okay. Number of outcomes of favorable to E and number of possible outcome of favorable of experiment. So okay, outcomes of the experiment. So that is the probability of the event, and event is getting one hit. That is equal to 2 upon 4. It is 2 times out of 4 times. Okay. 2 upon 4. That is 1 upon 2. Now the sample space. I have shown you the sample space. What is the sample space? The set of all possible outcomes in an experiment is called the sample space. It's okay. Example, if two coins are tossed simultaneously, then the sample space is, for the toss of the two coins, S is equal HH, HT, TH and TT. These are called the sample space. Okay. Thank you very much.